Oh hey, you caught me at a perfect time. Welcome to my construction site. Speaking of construction and fixing shit, such as this 200-year-old historical property I'm currently turning into a Walmart, we need to talk about something, specifically with Forza Horizon 4 and Forza Horizon 5. With Forza Horizon 5 being rumored to be announced very soon at E3, which is later this month, I think now is the perfect time to start talking about Forza Horizon 5 and some of the things that I feel need to be fixed with the race editor. So without further interruptions, let's jump right into the video. One of my main favorite features from Forza Horizon 4 is the race editor, okay? The race editor, basically, it's very bare bones. It was added in a little bit after the game came out. I gotta breathe. It was added a little bit after the game came out, but yet it adds a lot of extra time to the game. It adds a lot of brand new content into the game, custom-made content. To be fair, the Playground, you go into the blueprint system and you'll find a lot of events that the Playground Games team have picked and said, hey, this is good stuff. People are making awesome content. However, there is a big problem with the blueprint system on Forza. You see, you go past the Playground Games personal selection, you go into all-time greats, trending, weekly, you'll just find a lot of garbage, okay? Now, me being a construction worker, I would know a thing or two about garbage, but you find these events, these 15-second to 5-minute events where the AI are forced to follow a shitty line while you just go across the finish line within 10 seconds. In fact, my coworker, Phil, I had him record some gameplay before, and what the hell is this? What is that? Why? Does that look like fun to you? These are the type of events I'm talking about. Obviously, there's more than just this. There's some that go on the highway, but the AI take the exits and stuff, but you don't have to. So it's like a money farm, money grind. Why do you need to grind in Forza? Why do you need to do that? The game literally gives you money. Forza Horizon 4 gives you money like it's a fucking strip club, okay? There's no need to be farming and grinding for money. There's no need for these spam events. There's no need. What is this? Come on. This is the majority of the Forza Blueprint hub. It's just spam. Unironically, literally just spam. Sure, there'll be a diamond in the rough every once in a while, an actual customer race that someone actually put effort into, but the rest of it is just complete garbage. And this is in the trending, in the all-time greats, monthly bests. In order to actually find good, proper events that were made for enjoyment, not for grinding, you have to go to third-party sources like Reddit or Twitter or the Forza forums to look for the share codes so you can put them into the game, or look for creators to follow on there. There's no intuitive system for finding new events for the purpose of actually enjoying them. The race editor tool, I honestly feel in Forza Horizon 4 was not implemented that well enough, you know? For one thing, obviously, like I just touched on, it just isn't intuitive enough to find proper new event, but also it's very bare bones. You can't edit street races, you can't add props such as barriers, jumps, or that type of stuff, stands, you know? It's very bare bones, and you can only edit events at already pre-existing events. So those are some things I would like to see improved upon with Forza Horizon 5's race editor, and especially the big one, of course, being the blueprint system. Now, me being a construction worker, I would know all about blueprints, okay? I would know a lot about that. And the Forza Horizon blueprints are just... they need to do some serious spring cleaning. With Forza Horizon 4, there's the Forzathon, you know? Every week, there's a Forzathon event, a brand new Forzathon event with new races, new challenges, new cars, that type of stuff. However, most of the stuff you see here is just Forzathon spam events, you know? And not only that, but they're Forzathon spam events, exploit events from years ago, from 2018. And they were never cleaned out, you know? And because a lot of people played these events, they got pushed to the monthly and the all-time greats. So when you go into the all-time greats, all you have is just this junk. For Forza Horizon 5, I would love to see For Forza Horizon 5, I would like to see a curation system kind of implemented. Basically scanning all these types of events, especially ones that are kind of trending, going into the all-time greats or the monthly bests. And if they're exploit events, 15-second exploit events, or grind money events, because they're not hiding themselves. I mean, come on. Look at these titles. If they are these types of events, just going in and spring cleaning, you know, just doing a little spring cleaning, removing those events, and just making sure ones that actually take effort to make and are actually made for enjoyment are the ones shown up on here. Or also making it easier to find brand new events. A friend of mine, Black Panther, like this is going back 6-7 years ago, but he had a series on his YouTube channel where on GTA Online, when the race editor came out, he would showcase custom street races that people made on his channel and made it easier for people in the GTA community or just people in the GTA Online racing community to find brand new awesome events. And that only added to the enjoyment of the game. So for Forza and Playground Games, it should honestly be easier because you are the people who run the game. You're the people who probably have the back-end info and all the custom races being made. It wouldn't, I honestly don't believe it would be that hard to maybe dedicate an intern or just someone to look at some of the newly created events for a certain week and promoting some of the best of that week or that month, you know? And thus you get more people trying to get promoted, their races promoted, so you have more people sharing their races. And at the end of the day, everyone only benefits from it, you know? You kind of have this arms race of custom new races being made into the game. And this could be a boon for not just the players and the community, but for the developers as well, because we're getting more and more content. I almost said something else there. Because we're only getting more and more content, and the developers don't have to make it. So this would be a boon for all the parties involved. It would also be easier to find new events, find new creators, all within the Forza Blueprint system, not making me have to go to Reddit or Facebook or Twitter or the Forza forums to find new events. And then, of course, also fixing up the Forza like race editor itself, like not having to go to a already pre-made race to start to make a custom one. Also being able to add props, barriers, that type of jazz to the events as well. And also being able to edit street races, make custom street races, and add class restrictions to street races. I think all that could really be a big boon to not just the Forza Horizon 5 community, but also the developers, and just add so much, add a fountain of content, just an endless fountain of content to the game. I honestly believe that. And I honestly hope that more racing games just implement racing editors of their own. That I don't know why it's not a thing like standard at this point. That's it for me tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. If you want to see more, be sure to rate, comment, favorite, subscribe for more videos and stuff. I'm super excited for Forza Horizon 5. I hope it's good. That's it for me tonight. Now get the fuck off my property.